It looks like algae, but it's technically a bacteria.
And that harmful bacteria, commonly found in Florida's freshwater environments, has been identified in Crescent Lake near Shell Bluff. The blue-green algae was first found in water sample testing on August 30th, prompting the health alert from the Flagler County Department of Health. John Bay, Flagler's environmental health director, tells WNZF the blue-green algae can be harmful to both humans and pets.
It's advised that you stay away from areas with visible blooms. Blooms can take the form of scum, muck, slime on the surface, or it could vary in color from green, greenish yellow, orange, brown. So if you see anything like that floating on top of the water, avoid ingestion and certainly avoid contact with the water.
But Bay says consuming fish caught in freshwater lakes where algae blooms are present is safe.
If they are fishing, fish does not typically accumulate the toxin. So as long as, you rinse the fillets off real nice and throw away the guts, it would be safe to consume.
While it's unclear what caused this particular algae blooms are more prevalent in the summer and fall during sunny days when water temperatures are warm. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler County's sheriff addresses a recent county commission decision not to allocate funding to raise pay for his deputies.
Sheriff Rick Staley asked commissioners for an additional $700,000, and one commissioner said Staley can cut expenses to pay for those raises.
And the same individual said, well, Sheriff, buy a few less cars. I said, okay. When I took over as sheriff, I had patrol cars that had 175,000, 200,000 miles on it. And that's police miles, which is usually a lot more than that. We purchase our cars over a 4-year lease purchase, so we own them after 4 years. I can buy less cars, saves about $50,000, and then your fleet maintenance goes up. I can quit using body cameras, which are expensive to not only buy, but to record. I can end that program. I don't think the public wants that, nor do I. I can let our tasers expire, and then when they don't work because they're out of warranty and they're not guaranteed any further, deputies now have to revert to deadly force. So there's things I can do, but 82% of my budget, so the $38 million, 82% of that is personnel costs.
Staley says nearby law enforcement agencies are paying officers more, so it's harder for the sheriff's office to attract and retain deputies in this competitive market. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Some necessary construction is happening at a popular Flagler Beach restaurant.
Construction efforts will begin on the dumpster pad area of the Funky Pelican Restaurant this Thursday, September 8th. The Funky Pelican Restaurant is located at 215 Florida A1A in Flagler Beach. The dumpster pad area that will be under construction is located north of the Funky Pelican. Flagler Beach City Manager William Whitson says there are several safety concerns.
Not only for the protection of the workers and staff of the restaurant, but for the protection of the public and the beach environment. We want to make sure that everything is done correctly and that waste is properly disposed of that close to the ocean and the coastal environment.
The restaurant leases their space from the city of Flagler Beach. At this time, the Funky Pelican Restaurant is not expected to close at any point during the construction. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
So what's in your disaster kit? The second week of September is Build a Kit Week. It's all part of September being National Preparedness Month. That means you need to make a kit that includes a gallon of water for each person in your household for each day you may be without potable water. You should also put food, medicines, clothing, radios, batteries, and maybe a generator and fuel in your kit. Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord said you should also include Alert Flagler in your kit.
That's a great free service that we offer to all of our residents and businesses, and even visitors can sign up to get emergency alerts based on addresses. You can enter up to 5 different addresses within Flagler County. So it could be a home address, a family member's address, a work address, school address, and up to 8 different devices.
The National Preparedness Information says you should also plan to use cash, as there may not be power for ATMs to work. Flagler Health Matters is on the radio on Saturday mornings at 11:30 or any time on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, protecting your family and property. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.